The theory of spontaneous generation. Before cell theory, there was the theory of spontaneous generation. The theory of spontaneous generation was an idea actually so universal that its origin, or where it came from, is still unknown. The idea of the theory of spontaneous generation is that a living organism could be brought about from a non-living entity or non-living thing. It was thought that life was able to arise from non-living matter if that non-living matter contained a supernatural substance that he referred to as the pneuma, or vital heat. The Greek word pneuma means breath or spirit. As odd as the idea of spontaneous generation may seem today, we need to remember that they only knew what they knew. They made observations and came to conclusions based on those observations. And not only was this idea somewhat universal, but it actually took centuries, if not millennia, to convince even some of the most creative, brilliant scientific minds of the fallacy or untrue nature of the theory of spontaneous generation. So, what were these supposed observations that allowed such an incorrect theory to persist for such a long period of time? Well, many people have said, seeing is believing. Some of these so-called observations that led to the theory of spontaneous generation included the following. Fleas may manifest out of dust particles. Fish may seem to just appear out of a new puddle of water. Mice might seem to just suddenly materialize in a pile of corn husks or grain. Maggots may seem to magically appear in rotting meat. Worms might emerge from a dead animal. Flies might be manifested out of a pile of manure. The list can go on and on. Thank you for watching.